This week we're concluding the book of Exodus with a double reading, one of the longest Torah readings in the yearly cycle, and Vayakhel and Pekudei, the parsha that describes the details of how the Jewish people made it happen in real life, the home for God. And the Torah is telling us in details what they did, not just one statement. They did what God commanded them, but all in details, and that's because of the pleasure that God has by every mitzvah, every little thing, every little act that we do, an act of goodness and kindness, an act of bringing godliness to the world, is very precious in God's eyes. So Hashem is going in length in repeating everything that we learned about already in a few weeks ago, but now it's action. Action speaks louder than words. Then we also are reading in the Torah the Parashat HaChodesh, in preparation to the month of Nisan, the month of miracles, the month of the actual Exodus, the month of the celebration of the holiday of Pesach, of Passover, where the Torah is commanding us that the holiday of Passover, that the Exodus is going to take place, followed the mitzvah of sanctifying the moon, of our calendar following the moon cycle, and that when we see the new light of the moon, then we need to say a special blessing within the first 2 weeks of Mechadesh Chodashim, that God renews the moon, renews the months, with the message of it is that Asidim Yisrael is Chadesh Kemesa, that we, the Jewish people, are going to be renewed like the moon, and regardless of how it seems on the surface that it's dark and that there is no light coming out of the moon, nonetheless, here comes a renewal, a novelty, Rosh Chodesh, the beginning, the head of a new month of novelty. And this is what the holiday of Pesach, of Passover, and of Exodus is. Not to give in to the challenges and the darkness that we might find ourselves in, but looking forward and kindling the spark, starting step by step with light, and light, one act of goodness and kindness, will indeed change the world. This is what Passover stands for, and this is the biggest miracle we could perform in our lives, of not living with the current, but living with the tomorrow that will be brighter and better. May God perform the ultimate miracle that we are all waiting for now, the end of the war and the beginning of the redemption, Moshiach now. Good month, and don't forget to prepare for the holiday of Passover. Time to get the matzah, time to prepare for all the needs that we need for the Seder, and time to reach out to our neighbors and to our fellow people in our community to see how could we help a fellow family celebrate Pesach accordingly. Good Shabbos and good month.